It's January. Welcome to year 3 of old school. Look at the sky. Wow. All right, let's take a look at the animals to start with. Welcome back, everybody. We've got 2,000 again, and it looks like we got a bunch of males to sell. This is basically gonna be our job for a while, so we'll have to head on over there. But first, let's get the truck so we can take some grain with us. It looks like they're getting a little bit low, and you can see there's a camera because we got a nice little setup from Moza Racing with the trucking steering wheel. That's kind of hard to see in the lighting. We're gonna work on that. And let's get some of this wheat here. It looks like we only have 300 bushels left. We need to disconnect that because we don't want to take it with us. And we'll make our way around. And I think, gosh, doing it this view, you know, that might work. Hard to see in the rear view mirror there. Yeah, let's drive on over. There we go. Be able to use our new roads here. There's our path. It looks like we got something to harvest. Oh, that's exciting. And pulling up here, we will pull forward. Make sure we're clear of the door. Have to hop out here and go open everything up and push that. Oh, push that. There it goes. All right, let's get in here, back on up. And I don't have everything mapped to the actual steering wheel yet. There's not enough buttons really. Having something else would be kind of nice for that. The steering wheel has about 14 buttons that you can map to whatever you want. But I did the minimal stuff so far. We'll use keyboard. Whoops, way overturned that. We'll use keyboard a good amount for most of the mappings that we need to do, like with the implements and all that. So let's go ahead and take this over here. That should be enough food for the day. Oh, we should have sold the chickens while we're there. We'll hop back over there. All right, we got 3 pallets there, and I think yeah, right here. So let's go ahead and find all our males. Female, female, female. There we go, male. And like the last time, we'll go ahead and sell all of them. And we should just have females now. And it seems like if this is 1 month, it's starting to pick up. It's starting to pick up. We got 3 full pallets and a half. We're not going to sell those today. We got a lot of other things to do, starting off with a harvest. Oh, now this is where I was having some issues with the steering wheel. I was overturning, and if you overturn, the wheels will like turn the other direction. So I'm trying to avoid doing that in tractors and in harvesters. That seems to be the big problem that I was having. But let's get up close here, avoid our sign, and then we will lower and turn on, and this should be a super fast harvest with this new combine here. See, we're doing just under 200 bushels an acre. Pretty nice. Turn this way. 9% full, so I'm wondering if we'll even fill the hopper up here. Now, did we have 2 fields while we're thinking about it? Was there 2 that were ready today? There are. Okay, that is good news. So we'll have this one and the other one, and that's why the food crisis was out. It's gone. No more food crisis. Peddling done there, and sitting at 42% full. So we might fill up this hopper. Maybe not. All right, that field is done. 94% filled up there. I think we'll just drop this straight into the chicken feed here. Did we have to take off the header last time? I think we did. Oh, there's a good spot right there. Is it actually falling in? There we go. Get this emptied. And while that's going, let's go ahead and hop in here because I believe we have 2 fields that we want to get going on this. Yeah, here's where I have major issues, where I'll switch to the keyboard. Let me back up, please. Reverse did not want to work there. We'll go out here to one of our brand new fields. Oh yeah, this looks great. Huge field. Oh my. All right, let's go ahead and go right here and we'll clear this. Might as well do 2 headlands on this bad boy and let them get going, but we want to keep up with that practice of saving those. So we'll find this here, and this is called West. So we'll create a folder called West and save course, activate West, and call it Weeds. And that should be set there. So we'll get that going with the worker, and it looks like we just filled up there. It doesn't want to do the last 4 bushels, huh? There we go. Now, go ahead and back up here. Got our wheels really confused now. If we go right here for straight, there we go. Yeah, and the field to the right there, we'll have to spray that one as well. That's why I wanted to go ahead and get the worker going on that. But here we go, doing another field, and this will put in the silo. We should have plenty of capacity in the chicken coop after that last field. 199.5 bushels an acre on this sorghum field, dropping down to 199. That might be because the header's in the grass there. Let's see, did that make a difference? No, it's just dropping. Must have been a good spot to start. We'll keep on keeping on. Headland's done, 67% full. Not sure we'll get all the way there and back before we fill up. So we might go to the end here and then just go ahead and open up and get the grain cart all prepared with the gravity wagon again. Yeah, 90% full. I think it would make sense to go ahead and just stop here, open that up, and go ahead and get in the grain cart. Grab the gravity wagon here, hook on up. Oh, yep, see, that's where we got to improve our driving with this new steering wheel. Come on, get out of the way, get out of the way. There we go. It's almost like I can do it better when I can see the steering wheel in the vehicle, and I know that I'm turning too far when I do, but I can't see if I line up right when I do that, so let's get a good view here. There we go. And we're gonna try to sneak in and just put this in the gravity wagon, I think. Yeah, we'll do it that way. And wait the 10 minutes it takes to unload this thing. And that's all unloaded, so we'll go ahead and loop around here, lower the header again, and get it turned on, and continue on with the harvest. You know, I was gonna just finish this harvest and deal with the shorter yield here. I think we're going to, because we're still at 183 bushels an acre. I'm just gonna finish it. Just gonna finish it. No reason not to, besides the fact that the hopper is full. So we'll get that unloaded. We'll back up after driving over some of our crops there, to my surprise. And we're gonna come in at an angle here, see if this works. And we got some in the front. I didn't mean to do that. But we'll get this emptied out. And we'll finish this little bit of the harvest while this beautiful snowstorm starts. Oh, we're full in the gravity wagon. That's impressive. So we will need to use the back of the truck here. All right, today's harvest is all complete. Let's get the combine put away, and then we'll get the grain put into the silo. All right, that's where it's gonna live again. We'll go get this emptied out. 500 more bushels for the chickens. I'll mess that up with the new steering wheel. Just turn. There we go. All right, we'll get that going. Switch to the front, get that going. And that should be like a good amount in here, right? 100 bushels of wheat, and we'll have 500 bushels of sorghum. Should be good for a little bit. Well, that is all done. I think we'll shut the truck off and head in the camper for a little bit. The trailer for a little bit, until the snow clears up. Well, we got the weeds started to be sprayed out in the other field, and we got to figure out what we're gonna do next. We could cut this grass to make extra money, or we're not doing that. But we need to flip these fields over and keep rolling. Let's move this out of the way. There might be more honey there. We've been neglecting our bees. Yeah, not bad. So what I want to do next is expand this field out here. Well, you can see the weeds getting sprayed there. It is snowing. We got work to do, so we're going to expand this and then probably get a new soil samples, as well as lime it, and then figure out what we're going to plant in it. Started here, just gonna extend it just a little bit, going straight here, try not to touch our road, and start turning like so, leaving just a small gap there. Not enough for a vehicle, but it'll be okay. I think so we get the spot correct, we'll go over here to start this way and lower it there, sneak on over, kind of respect where that road is going because it might extend out now. About right there, that should do it. All right, let's finish up getting this new area plowed, or cultivated technically, and then we'll keep on progressing. And the last little spot here, just a nice little expansion just to make us a little bit more product, to help us make a little bit more money. Always got to maximize the income. And looking at this field across from us, we're gonna get to the point where we have plenty of chicken feed. So this is looking good. Get a hold of the gentleman that's been helping us with soil samples next, and then we'll get the lime spreader all prepared and get these two fields ready to get replanted. And hopefully this snow clears up soon. It's not sticking at least. 64% should be enough to do the first field. We'll go ahead and head out here and do the smaller one first. No luck yet on this snow. All right, I think we'll go ahead and start wrapping around this direction. Get a good view of the full spread there. Looks like it's covering it good. We should probably figure out something to do with that grass field though. I know we want to get another coop and we want to get the slaughterhouse, and that's going to cover most of that footprint, but we also talked about expanding the garden, which might be a good investment to make more money if we get 2 or 3 more little gardens. I feel like with not doing silage, the progress is just a little bit slower, which is fine, but I'm really itching to get to that slaughterhouse. This kingdom really going, especially with the way that the chickens grow or produce in the mods that we're using. And that'll conclude the first field of lime spreading. Quick job with this implement. Let's head over to the other field. We'll use what we have before we buy more and go from there. Away we go on this field here. Not too bad, 1.75 tons per hectare. We'll see how it is once we get to the new land that we've just plowed up. Just nice to take care of the soil, make it prepared so we get the best yield possible. And a flashing smoke, look at that. That's funny. Wow, pretty good soil over here. Still 175. That's pretty awesome. Saves us a little bit of cash on lime, but also gets the soil prepared for the next planting. Or its first planting here. Sowing, whatever you want to call it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Driving like a crazy person. Here we go, getting blocked by these visible objects again over here. Don't know where you're supposed to be, bud, but there's nothing blocking you. Figure it out. That might be the most annoying part about this map. These invisible objects that these workers get stuck on. And I should do some research. Is it just to get blocked again? Like, what is the deal? There's nothing there. Just insane. I think I ruined the track too. We'll have to finish that ourselves. That's no big deal. It's kind of a big deal. We're paying them for nothing. And just a little strip here that we've missed. I'm not sure how much will get actually applied to the ground except for up there in front of us. But we didn't have to buy more lime. That was ideal. There we go. That's where it's getting dropped. Beautiful. All set. All right. So many series going on. Let's go ahead and take a look at this and refresh ourselves on what we have planted right now. So growth stages, everything but these two fields. The next one to be harvestable is going to be northwest, and that has wheat in it. We just did sorghum today. So we have some barley here and a lot of sorghum. So based on what we've been doing, we could do, we might want to do a crop for some cash. Could do a quick turnover one on the new big field. This isn't the implement we want. And we could do more barley. We could do soybeans. We could do oats. Let's mix it up. Let's mix it up. We're gonna do canola. We can't use it for anything, but I think it'll be nice. We'll do it on this field, and on the other one, we'll do some more barley. Let's see. All right, let's see how far this takes us. That all swung out there. And here we go. Oh, let's stop. Got mismatched here. All right, now we should be set on the same for both, but I didn't lower that one. Is this one lowered? It is not. All right, let's go back right there. And then we'll just double check that they're both the same crop type. I believe they are now. Okay, canola and canola. All right, very good. Let's get rolling. No way, did we just do that? Only fertilizer on some? Oh, it doesn't show that way. It shows this way. No, we're good, but I'm a little worried. Let's go ahead and raise them. Did that not raise them? Yeah, we're gonna go fill up. We're gonna go fill up. That made me a little nervous that we're gonna run out and be really regretting that later. So we'll go here, get some seeds, and then we'll go back to the other spot and get the fertilizer. All right, that's all set. Let's get back to the field, finish this planting session. The snow's cleared up. How about that? And back at it. All right, let's get this field done. And that'll complete the new field of canola. I know we can't use it for the chickens, but I think it'll be wise for us to have something different. All right, the next thing I want to do today is head to the store and buy something that's going to make our lives a little bit easier, I'm hoping. Let's get on over there and check this thing out. All right, let's go talk to them in here and see what they got for us if we can. Is it open today? There we go. All right, for $6,500, we got this trailer here. We should be able to use it for the strawberries as well as the eggs. And it looks good with our truck. I like matching. It doesn't really match though. It's a little different. A little different. Let's get it home. Let's give it a shot and see how it goes. All right, what's the trick here? Oh, it's loading them up. Look at that. Oh, look at this. Hold on. Let's get out and see if we can watch this. That's cool. Where's our location that we need to be? Like right here? That's pretty awesome. Takes a little bit of time, but it's like role playing that we're over here picking these up, packaging them, putting them in little containers. I dig it. A little too far there. The next thing is going to be to see if this mod will allow for multiple product types in the same load. So that'll do it for the strawberries. About 180 bushels here. 184.4 to be exact. Now let's head on over to the eggs. Oh, is this going to fit? Is this going to fit? Wow, it doesn't fit. So I guess we'll be backing it up to here. Everything with this mod's been tough to figure out how to get these eggs out of here. All right, so we might need to modify this mod. That might be what we end up doing. Let's go just pull forward and see if it does work with the eggs as well. Okay, so we had it like right by our tire, like right there. No warning, doesn't tell me anything. I thought it worked with eggs as well. Let's take a look. Shows eggs. So let's do a little test. We'll go sell these. Sell the strawberries. Let's see where they are selling the best. $31 at Silver Run Market. All right, that's where we're heading. And here we are. Let's, probably the second one is where these will get dropped off at. Nothing happening yet. Let's see. And these might be, yeah, just go ahead and sell them. Okay, not bad. $6,000 there. Let's go back and try the eggs out. Now let's see on the menu here if anything shows like reset. I'm thinking I have too many mods installed, so I'm not seeing all the buttons. Open, I don't know what that's doing. Maybe that allows it to work. Unload here, we don't need to do that. Fasten, guess that would have been wise. But yeah, let's go back and try the eggs. These new roads are working out beautifully. All right, let's go about right here. We will turn. Yeah, we got to figure out a process down here. These eggs. Oh, did it take some? Oh, when I drove by, probably. Yes, it's taking them. Okay, close that. All right, all the eggs are loaded. We have 6,145 pieces. And eggs are going to be at their best price at this sell everything. Let's go ahead and tag that. That looks like one of the far ones, but we will get there and see what our money's sitting, see how our money's sitting today. I don't know. Maybe we could do one of these. I don't know. That might be risky. Let's see if that strap actually grabbed it or not. It might have slid in there size-wise. I know there is a different configuration for honey, so you have to like reconfigure the trailer for that. Go ahead and sell the eggs. Pretty nice. All right, now let's see about this. We should just be able to grab it and put it down. It's 26,000 for those eggs. It's about frickin' time. Does honey not sell here? Sell everything. We thought we could sell everything. There we go. We'll sell it there. All right, another 1,400 there. That gets our total up to 112, so a couple more months of selling eggs, and we should be able to get that new factory. So let's get back, gotta get that other field planted and then evaluate what we need to do for the rest of the day. I don't think we need to move any chicken feed, and we might want to double check that. And the water in the greenhouse slash garden. But I definitely, at this point, want to stop buying things until we get the slaughterhouse. We've been delaying that way too long, except necessities like seed and materials. All right, get settled in our parking lot here. Check the water over here. 3,000. Okay, we probably need to handle that the next month. Let's go check on the weeds here and see if there's anywhere that was missed, as it's kind of dark. Yeah, a whole strip was missed. Okay, yeah, a couple strips. Let's get these sprayed and then we can plant some barley in the other field, and then we'll make it February. This thing needs cleaned. We've been having workers use it for so long. We've been neglecting it. Let's clean it. It's sounding rough too. All right, so let's go ahead and grab the pressure washer. How did we get over here? Yeah, this needs it too. Look at all this junk. That might be stained though. Oh, nope, it's coming off. Is it? Yeah, dirt behind the hose there. This tire all cleaned. A lot of dirt on there. Here we go. Looking nice and taken care of. All right, let's get back on the John Deere. Make sure we remember to change out our crop types here. Barley. And we'll cycle through here just to make sure it sets to barley. Alrighty. All right, we should be all prepped here. Barley going in the ground. Taking care of that nitrogen level real nice there. And nothing like the small field with the double wide planter. Seeder, it's a seeder. And that should conclude another day's worth of work on the old school farm here. I think we're wide enough to get this whole pass here. Just a hair maybe that we missed. Yeah, we'll flip around and get that. These are the things that are kind of complicated to get. Oh yeah, we turned too sharp, but we got it. That's funny. That's not very realistic there. All right, let's go ahead and bring that in though. And we'll keep putting it where we've been keeping it because I like it there. So 1 month down in year 3, we've got the chicken feed crisis pretty much taken care of. I think I am gonna do one more truckload before the night's over just to make sure we have the capacity we need over there. All right, we'll drop the rest of the wheat in here. And yeah, 100 bushels, might as well take it over there now. And that should put us about 25,000, I think. 24,000, all right. Should be good for the night. Some more eggs getting produced already. Should start seeing a good uptick in the amount of eggs we have every day too, as the rest of those chickens get a little bit older in there. Put this in the parking lot and we're gonna rest for the night. All right, it's morning. Let's go ahead and head over to the coop after it saves. Always need to save. And yeah, okay, 3 full ones. That's not bad. Hopefully we'll start getting 4 or 5 here soon. But let's go ahead and jump in here and find our males and do our little dance. Not too many today. So we should, yeah, have a good variety of aged ones here. Wish it said the quantity. And then I think if we go in here, I really need to spend some time just figuring this out. Restrict automatic reproduction. Allow overcrowding. We could do that. I don't know if that means we are allowing it. It's always, I don't understand the way these menus work in this game. But we got some work to do. We got some weeds to spray. And We have a field ready. All right, let's get on the harvester. Let's get going. So before we jump back into the harvest here, I wanted to sell everything that we have and make sure we're progressing financially. Really want to get that slaughterhouse. I know I've mentioned many times, but we'll get the strawberries sold here and then we'll go pick up the eggs. Go from there. Another $2,000 a day we're making off of some strawberries. Doesn't seem too bad for just a day's worth of work, and you're just putting some water into the greenhouse. We'll go ahead and head on over to the chicken coop now, get those eggs, and then we will get on to that wheat harvest. Well, we have just under 4,500 eggs today to sell here at the supermarket. Our little path here, oh yeah. We didn't have to cut in the grass there. We'll go right here, and we should get the option to sell the eggs. Yeah, another 20,000 bucks. 20,000 a day in eggs is pretty insane. You know, the next 10 months will give us $200,000. Good to know. Well, the majority of this episode so far was recorded back in March, so I'm trying to get caught up with everything. I decided to, adjust the way we're releasing videos back then and had some content to still use and didn't want to lose it. So we still have 500 bushels of sorghum that can go to the chickens, but we got to get out and get that harvest going. Wondering if we should get the weed sprayed. Yeah, we'll do that. See what we got in here. Oh, plenty. Let's go to course play. Do we have a course for this? Northwest field. Is that what we're spraying? I believe it is not. North. Be the southwest field, right? Feeds. Oh, it's the little guys that aren't labeled yet. Okay, can handle that. Matter of fact, I think I might just spray this one myself. Yeah, I think that would be wise. We'll go ahead and get that turned on here, and let's try to adjust this angle so we can see what we're doing. Always been the problem with this type of equipment, this map, and these crop types. Hard to see where the weeds are sometimes, especially this early in the morning with the sun shining the way it is. But it's such a baby field, I figured we could handle this one ourselves before we take on that harvest. Do the larger field with weeds. And the last little section right here, getting sprayed for weeds. We're all set, 16%, 15%. We'll probably go top this off before we head on over to the other field. All the chemicals are on this side, so it should be over here in a minute. Oh, this is just fertilizer, right? Yeah, okay. Do we even have a herbicide one? I forget. Looks like it does. There it goes. Okay, beautiful thing here. And this field as well, we will set up on a course. Well, you know what? It has problems. So let's just stop doing the lazy thing and do it ourselves. Oh yeah, we'll just bust this out real quick and then we'll get to that wheat harvest. Got about, 2/3 of the field done, but we got to get some more herbicide here. I think my recording volume is a little low. There we go. That's better. Some of that might be ruined, but we got the volume fixed. Forgot that I adjusted it. And back at it. And all complete. So let's get this put away, get the harvester, finally get to that wheat harvest. It is nice to be back on old school. Miss this place. We're gonna have to get a house. We need a house. We've outgrown it. This should be enough to keep the food supply going. There we go. Get it all activated. And we should get some straw from this one. Let's see. Get it to drop here. Very, very nice. See, the harvest looks a little bit more green than last time. That's good. 195 bushels per acre right now. Filling this up pretty quick, 10%, 11% already. This new area here looks like we haven't harvested before. We expanded this field as well last time. Yeah, this is getting to be good sized fields, and this old school equipment still working really good for us. And finishing the headland just about is the capacity of this combine. Very nice. Let's go ahead and pull to the side here. We'll open this up. Figure out exactly what configuration we want for this today. We will pull both of these here. Cruise around, start getting it unloaded. It's unfortunate that we got a header that's a little too big for this combine setup, but we found ways to deal with it. Just come in at an angle like that and wait a week for this thing to unload. Finally getting this unloaded. We're gonna head to the far side of the field and start doing ups and downs over there. Shut this off for now so we can drive a little faster. Let's go ahead, I think right here, I'm gonna cut into it and then loop back up to the north. Yeah, this should work real nice. And about halfway through the harvest, maybe a little more than halfway, we got 630, oh, sorry. We have 638 bushels to drop off at the silo here. Going really good so far. Good yield. This all dropped off. All right, this field is all done, and we did stay at about that 195.6 bushels an acre range. So the field is the same as it was, even though we expanded it, just more product because it's a larger field, but still yellow yield on the charts. We'll get this completely filled up here or emptied. And then the only real thing I want to do on the farm today in February is make sure the chickens have enough food to get through March. Yeah, 6,000 left. So yeah, topping that off. I think we'll take all of this over there. Oh, we can't use the gravity wagon. Gosh dang it. Well, this thing is filthy. I'm gonna stage it over here so we can clean it later on. But right there will have to be good for now. We'll drop off the gravity wagon here and take what we have in the truck to the silo momentarily. About 1,200 bushels from that field. Pretty nice. All right, just back on up. Drop off another almost 200 bushels for the chickens. And we'll see, it says we're at 6,100. Just to remind ourselves, we'll see where we're at when we're done here. I think it was like 8,000 a month. So that should be enough. Maybe it was 20, I don't remember. We're gonna do a couple more loads though, just to be safe. Now, wouldn't it have made sense for it to be turned the other way so we can drive up the side and just dump it sideways or back into it instead of having the building in the way? I think that'll be good. We got 26,000 liters in there, about 600 bushels plus whatever was in it before we added. So I think that'll get us through until March. We're gonna go ahead and park this and take a look at our plans and see if there's anything else to do in February or if we're ready to take a break till March. Yeah, I think everything's good. Got some water in here. We got food for the chickens. No fields really to take care of. We'll pick up the straw. We'll replant that field in March. And then I think, yeah, that means this is either gonna be ready over here or one more month. It's March. We don't have anything to harvest, but I got some oh, don't hit that. I got some ideas on what I want to do here to get us to that $200,000 mark sooner than later. So we do have 7,000 pieces of eggs. We're gonna head to the grocery store, drop these off. There's a couple items that we're gonna sell and we're gonna spend. We are gonna spend a decent amount of money today. And you'll see in a minute. Let's just, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's go get these sold and we'll do one thing at a time. We were getting 3 pallets per month and now this was a combination of 5 pallets and a little bit on a 6th one. So I'm happy with the way the chicken coop is, or the, you know, the whole barn there is producing. Let's go ahead and get into the zone here. Get our eggs sold. And that's $30,000. That's gonna help. You know, I've never done this before. We're gonna respond, you know, instantly, even though it'll show up in the video later, to a comment. Yes, the header is too big for the combine, but out of laziness and necessity, I've been using it. We're gonna get the strawberries here. We'll get them sold. We're gonna, you know, round up a little bit of cash here because things I want to buy, they're gonna be interesting. And why are all these half finished here? I must have. That's really unique. All right, we'll get the strawberries loaded up and we'll head back after that. So we have 84 bushels of strawberries we're gonna go sell here. And we have that straw we could bale up as well, or we need to. And a water tank we just want to demolish there. So let's get this sold. Getting super close to that $200,000 amount. Just 35,000 away. And we'll sell these here. If it'll take, there it is. Another 20, you know, just 3,000 there, just about. $167,000. All right, let's find a good place to park here. We'll go to the back of the garden. All right, I think I am gonna do some of that baling first, but detach this. I'm not sure how those planters, not sure how the seeders got like that, but that's kind of fun. And there should be, yeah, the baler should be right back here. Almost have a full bale in here too. It says it's at 100%. I guess we just didn't unload it. We'll loop around and get connected to the trailer as well. This baler looks comical compared to this tractor. Cruise it, yeah, kick it that way just a hair. All right, let's straighten her out. Just kind of shimmy our way back here. There we go. All right, so when we go into this menu, we'll want to change the mode, I believe, to operating. And then we'll switch to the baler. We'll get it lowered. See if it's doing what we want it to do here. Lowered and unfolded. Oh yeah, this runs just to the side a little bit. We got it turned on now. And this is always, you know, a fun process with these tiny bales, but that's why we have the auto-loading trailer. Just to help us with some sanity. Yes, it's working good. Okay, perfect. So now it's time to just cruise around here. And I think we'll want to take advantage of some things here and go a little quicker. And we will cruise that down to 10 if I can hit the right buttons. So we'll get all this baled up, get these sold, and see if we got enough for the slaughterhouse. Debating here as these are just flailing around of just baling all of these right now. Let's see if I remember how to unload this thing. And we pull forward, we push that again. And we're gonna let those just kind of do their thing. I am going to detach that trailer as well, and we will deal with picking all of them up. I think I like this process better because I think it'll be quicker. Let's get back to the time lapse. We did miss a lot, but I think this is all we're gonna wrap up here with the baling, start picking them up and get them sold. I think we've outgrown this baler too. I think it's time to look into our other options. Let's go ahead and shut that off, unload what we can there. There we go, and we'll just drop that here. Hook back up to the trailer, cruise around, fill this up. I'm guessing it's gonna be like 4 trips, maybe 5. And that should be reconfigured here. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Oh, you gotta like drive right on them almost. Guess I've never used this trailer this way. I guess that's probably the way it's designed. All right, 99%, we'll grab one on our way in and see what we're gonna get per load here. How close do we have to get to these? We just drive on top of them? Well, maybe, I do remember this now. We did have to drive like that. Okay, let's go sell the first group. Lots of back and forth. Oh, it's all coming back to me now how this series plays out. Old school equipment, a little bit slower. Everything takes a little bit more time. Just gotta sit back, relax, and enjoy the process. Much better mindset than I was during year 2 of this playthrough. Man, and we got a cool announcement coming soon. All right, let's get this first one. We'll know the amount for each of these loads after this. Oh, that's right. Whatever reason, this thing does not like to stop when it has that momentum. Need to get some brakes installed on the trailer, I guess. Let's see if this is a good enough spot here. It doesn't look like it. Oh, it's just a nightmare. Oh my goodness. Yep, the frustrations are coming back to me. Let's get here. Do that. And about 8 grand. We got a couple that spilled out. I mean, you should be able to pick these up in real life. Okay, come on. All right, 176. We might do this. We might do this. Okay, so now we want to lower baling platform. Okay, and then go back into that position. That should work. Yeah, and this is where I feel like we did outgrow this. It'd be nicer to have bigger bales, less to move around. We'll look into that in a few. It's kind of what I was hinting at the beginning of the episode. All right, let's see if this works. It is. Okay, so we're gonna go the farthest way from our little field entrance there and start picking these up. And I'll report back to you when we're done. We're coming with the second load here. I want to try to do this, try to get the speed right here. Pretend like we're really doing this in real life. We're not going to come up here at 18 miles an hour. We're going to cruise like this. Nice and slow. Sure the momentum of the trailer doesn't really take us away. And didn't get over far enough, did we? Oh, just one bale. Not bad. Ah, there's another one that snuck in there. Okay. 185. Let's go get more. And the third load. Here we are. Just a floating trailer. Man. All right, I thought through it. I think we're going to keep this setup because, let's be honest, I like this setup. I like it. I just have a couple issues with it. It's great for this old school series. And we're at $202,000. And selling things to buy different things that would cost us money isn't really achieving our goals. So let's go ahead and see. We're going to go inside. We're going to turn on the news, see if we can find out how long this storm's going to be. And then we might start prepping for that slaughterhouse. Wow. I didn't think we'd get here this fast. I'm impressed. All right, let's park here and hop on out, head on into the house. We're going to check on that weather and see how long we need to take a break for here before we can get back to work. Well, we did lose a good amount of the day thinking through some things. I got a plan. We're going to get on the Comfort King for the first time in a long time, hook up to the mower, and we're going to prep that area where the slaughterhouse is going to go momentarily. We've used it on this before, haven't we? Oh, this is the implement we have to reset. Okay, we'll set our point to there. Unfortunate. Give us a little more visibility there. There we go. And we can connect to it. All right, now can we pull this thing? I want to switch to the front loader real quick. And load. What the deuce? Why can't I adjust the forks? They'll adjust that way, but not this way. I think we broke something. All right, I guess we're not using those forks. All right. That's the frustrations that we've been having with this playthrough. There we go. We got the mower where we want it. Oh, maybe this isn't strong enough. Yeah, it's not. Okay. Let's switch tractors. It's all coming back to me now. The chickens are almost out of food. Chickens are almost out of food. Okay. We got to adjust what we're doing real quick. This silo really should be closer to chicken coop. All right, just gonna do a little power run here and get it really populated. Probably about 3 or 4 runs. All right, there's the first load. And we'll do the rest off camera, but just wanted to kind of show you real quick that we are filling this up and getting that capacity a lot higher for these chickens that just love eating food. Look at that, already a whole, yes, perfect. All right, let's get some more. All right, we did about 4 loads. It was almost 4 full loads, so we're good there. I'm hoping that gets us through April too without having to go over there and feed them again, but we got our daily chores we have to do. It's fine. I probably need to reset the Comfort King to get the front loader to move again. I'm guessing something broke in there. All right, let's whip this back out. Lowered. Turned on. And see about how this is going to work. Zoom out a little bit. Not bad. And then we'll probably want to imagine whip it around this way. Do this side. Oh, nice. That's pretty sweet. Let's try to stay off the fence there, but get as close as we can to make sure we don't miss anything. Well, that's way too fast. There we go. That feels comfortable. But yeah, I wanted to take advantage of this grass. We're not going to turn it into silage. We will just sell it as grass. It'll be just a little bit of extra cash in our hands instead of just plopping down the slaughterhouse here and not making any money off of this fine grass that we have here. So I think it's just time to cruise around and get all this cut, and then we'll pick it all up. almost done with this, and I imagine I just wanted to kind of jump in here. The way we're supposed to be doing this is not driving on the cut grass at all and swapping which side the mower's on. I believe that's the correct approach, but I'm lazy. I'll do things the right way one of these days. I'm trying, guys. I just thought about it right now. I was just trying to bust this out. But yeah, I want to give it a shot here. So if we turn around, I don't know what you do here. You have to drive on the grass. Maybe you do the end rows last. So we would do this, swap it around, come around this way. That's not that bad of a process. Switch my buttons, there we go. Oh, there goes the paint on the mower. Ah, incomplete mods that we found on itch. The worn out texture seems to be missing. So now we'll do that. No, that way. Haha. Kind of got it there. Not too bad. Swing it back. I dig it. And complete. We'll have to get a new paint job on this thing. Not bad. There it is. Looks good. That's unfortunate. All right, let's get the auger wagon. Not the auger wagon, the forage wagon. This is gonna go right there for now. And start picking that up and see how much we regret our decision to work on grass again here. Whew. Gonna be a lot of trips. All connected there. And the thing is, like, if the capacity of this was better, it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but it's not that great. Turn it on here. We'll see. I doubt we get even close to around the headland before this is full. Busy day, guys. And about to fill it up the first time. About halfway around the headland. Okay. Let's go get it sold. See how much we're going to make per load here. And, you know, just enjoy life for a little bit. All right, first load. Here it is. Let's see. What are we going to get, like 1,000 per load? 1,200. All right, I'm going to bust out a bunch of these loads, and I will rejoin you later. And then we're cruising on in with the last load here. Been about, I think I lost track, but I think it was about 15 or 16 more loads that we've done so far. We're at $223,000. This should put us just about 225,000. We got a little bit of work to do. We're running out of daylight. I got one more thing I want to take care of today, though, before we are done for March. And finally made it to the selling location. And we'll go ahead and empty the grass here. Alrighty. Get us to that 225 with the bonus. Not gonna happen. All right. $224,780. Hop into productions here. All the way over to our slaughterhouse. $200,000. We have a little bit of room, but let's put it, yeah, let's do it this way. Oh, it messed up the terrain. Look at that. That's gross. All right, we're gonna fix that a little bit. We're gonna give our $5,000 back when we're done here. Oh man, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna give me my 5,000 back and see how hard that's gonna be to terraform, because boy, that just screwed us. Let's go with the slope here, and I believe we can do one of these. I always forget how to use this tool. Click here, and let's make it a little wider. What the deuce? Let's drive over there, see how bad that is. All right, let's get back on the path here, and we'll take a left. I think I still see a huge bump right there, but we'll see how it feels driving. A little up there. That's not terrible. Okay, let's turn on. Let's take a look at this production. Oh, that's animals. Oh, out of water. Oh, we got to fix that. So does this tell us the ages for the poultry here? Does not. Let's go to our animals. What are our oldest animals looking like age-wise? 12 months, 14 months. There's some 24-month-old ones, 28. Okay, let's try the 28-month. All right, go get the truck and the animal trailer. Give this a shot. 28. We'll select. And, oh, are we moving 8 at a time? Oh, this is going to be lovely. All right, I believe it's in the back here. Let's see if these ones are old enough. There's our indicator. We'll select all 8 of them. Do you want to unload? Yeah. Animal type is not supported. Oh boy. I can only select 1. That's weird. So it says at 86. I don't know. I think they might have to be 36 months old. Let me check. Okay, I think we have it all sorted out. I made an adjustment to this mod, and I think I broke it. So let's see if we got it fixed now. Yes. Okay, so if we go into the production, we go here, we should have a little bit of chicken to activate. And we're gonna take all of the chicken and duck meat here, and we're going to change it to spawning. So now I'm gonna go and try not to hate myself for the next few minutes and try to get as many chickens as possible moved over here. All right, all the chickens that are old enough to sell right now have been loaded up. Cruise around here. Try not to damage any crops. But I got wise and realized I could enter the backside there and just drive through. So it's not too big of a task anymore. And I figured I was being silly because we can hold a lot more chickens here. So we're going to just transport all of these. And now if we go into the production, we should see a decent amount of chicken in here. We have 7 yards. We'll see how that does. This is an ore, so this should be producing 200 chicken and 100 mince meat. So we'll get that to spawn as well. Should be good. We need to get some water in the strawberries, and then we can call it a month here. It is April. Hello, everybody. We have a big harvest to do today. We got 2 big fields to get done. We got Brandon helping put some lime down on that field out there. You can see it in the distance. We need to get super busy here. These 2 fields are huge. I got a lot of work ahead of me. Let's get this harvest going. First time on this field. This is our newest addition to the family here, to the farm. Getting 179 bushels per acre right now. Yellow yield, not the best, but we know the soil type wasn't the best around here for us. Cruise around here. This should be a pretty good harvest here. This is our biggest field. Then we got our other big field way behind us that we gotta harvest some sorghum in too. Wish I had a little bit more money. Maybe get a combine that had a bigger capacity and maybe a bigger auger as well. Let's bust this out. Got a lot farther into this. Oh, whoa, easy there, buddy. Got a lot farther into this harvest than I thought we would with that first load there. Let's find the truck here. We're gonna get this loaded up first. So we're gonna take a bunch of this to the chicken coop today and get that fully populated as much as we can with these 2 fields. And when we planted them, we talked about this was really the reason why the feed crisis is gone. Brandon doing good work there. Looks like we got some tree issues here. We'll loop around and get this all unloaded. The header's, yeah, just a little too big for this implement, or this combine here. That'll work. A little excitement going on in the farming simulator world. I think we had an announcement this week. When this episode comes out, it should be completely out there. You know, we're not jumping to conclusions. I am recording this early, but I think it's FS25. So I guess I did jump to conclusions. So we'll see if I was right. I mean, I'm sure it's leaked a little bit. It's out there. We'll see some real information on it. And as this is, you know, like I said, this will be released already by the time that information goes live, which I believe is on the 25th. Pretty exciting times. We'll be releasing a little bit of a plan after. Well, let's get into it right now. Let's talk about it. I'm taking off the first 2 weeks of July. We're actually not going to have a lot of episodes for the first time on the channel when I do take that time off. And I'm excited about that. It's the first time that we're going to take a real break on the channel. Both of my channels, you know, the sports channel has been pretty active as well. But we're going to take a break on that channel, as well as this channel for 2 weeks. And work. Got family in town. After that, we're going to be setting up a schedule of what the plan is the rest of the way through Farming Simulator 22. And I've been hinting at this for a while. I'm gonna get it finalized probably during my break. I'll spend some time with doing some planning. That'll be probably all I do, respond to some comments. But yeah, it's exciting times for me. It'll be the first time I've been around the Farming Simulator scene when a new game came out. It'll be very interesting to follow the process and learn all the new features. I'm hoping there's some cool stuff. I'm sure we all are. Let's get this harvest done though. Ooh, we got some chicken meat. That's nice. Come over here and drop off the sorghum to begin with, and then we'll get back to the harvest, but wanted to make sure we're dropping stuff off here. Get this emptied. We'll pick up the gravity wagon on our way back. Let's check the production here. Let's see. Yeah, 13,000. I'm going to put pretty much most of this sorghum in there. And we're keeping the male chickens this time around because we need all the chickens possible to fill this up, and another coop would be nice. I think this episode we will take a look at those settings and see if we can shut off reproduction and overcrowding and everything so it stops reproducing, and just feel like we're gonna lose the chickens we need to get older. So we'll take a look at that today, if I remember. All right, got this all hooked up. And apparently there's a setting I can change where we go tip back or tip left. We'll try those out to get this one to unload faster, where it opens up both of the doors instead of just the one. But let's get this unloaded. We'll get it completely unloaded this time and continue on the harvest. All right, back at it here. Got that all unloaded. We'll drop off more of that as it fills up. Second time around the headland here. We got the liming done, so we'll get that replanted today. I got to figure out exactly what I want to plant in these 3 fields we're going to have at our disposal to flip here. Haven't done as good of a job this time flipping these fields as we did last year. So we're probably going to run into a couple months where we just don't have any harvest or anything to do, which is fine. You know, farmers always need some time off. Not playing with seasonal growth causes us to be a little more busy than we would be in real life. I think we might be able to take care of this whole back area too, right here. Just get it out of the way. This is a cool field. I love fields this design. I'm sure I talked about that a lot when we created it. All right, let's do a little time lapse for you. Enjoy. All right, here's our first load here. We'll see if this tips faster now. Let's turn this way. Look, they both open. Look at that. Beautiful comment there. Oh, that's so much better. We are going to drop this off and then go drop the... We're going to disconnect from the gravity wagon and take the truck over and drop off the food for the chickens. That's what I was trying to say. Then we'll come back and get it. Pretty good harvest so far. We've got 2 trucks full, and the combine is full right now, and the gravity wagon. Lots of bushels. Lots of bushels. All right, let's head on over, drop this off for the chickens. Backing up here. That'll do it. And let's see, they should be, yeah, 16,000. I might get to the point where I just fill this thing up today. Eggs are almost full. Is that what that means? Okay, let's just move one like that, just in case. All right, let's go get the gravity wagon, get this harvest done. And then in between the 2 harvests, I think we'll take a break. We'll plant that field. We'll sell some things. Got to mix up that farm work, right? You can see how much is left there. Not too much, so pretty good harvest. The other field will be even more than enough. And I'm hoping to get these fields back on a good cycle here where we're harvesting one a month. We got this one to harvest. That one will be next month. So we could plant this month, harvest next month, plant next month, harvest next. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We're gonna mix it up though. And let's get back at it for the rest of this harvest here. Not too much to do, like we said. Then we'll take a little bit of break from harvesting. And all done with the harvest. We'll get this unloaded and prepped in the other area for the next harvest. But like I said, we're gonna get some other things done around the farm just to mix it up. Mix it up for me. And the content too, right? All right, so we gotta pull forward and back in. Yeah, we gotta solve this. I might look in the market for other things here. While that's unloading, I'm gonna go ahead and drive this in and put it away. Bobby. It's not Bobby, that's a different series. Brandon did a great job. Oh, Whiskey RP. Man, what about Whiskey RP 25? That would be fun. We'll have to wait for some mods to be available to us, but you know it's coming. All right, that's put away. We'll go ahead and hook up to the seeds and then we'll switch back and finish putting those crops away. Putting that grain away. Oh, that's the wrong side. All right, we'll do this first. We'll drop off the gravity wagon again, just like we just did. And then we'll take the truck over to the chickens. It'll be a lot quicker this time. A lot less grain there. But let's see what we have in the silo now. That would be nice to know. We got over 1,000 bushels. It'll be about 1,300 when it's done. 1,100. So we got 200 in the other thing. And then that's it. Okay. Good to know. But, 1,100 bushels should go a long ways. Plenty of time to get these other fields harvested, and not going to be able to sell any of this grain, but it's producing a lot of money for us between the chickens and the meat now. That's what this was all about, chicken empire. All right, get that unloaded, and that should put that in a real nice spot. I think that's the first time we've seen yellow over here. I imagine we can get about at least another 1,000 bushels over here in this harvest. Oh, we almost killed that plant. That bush there. All right, let's put that there. That's good. We'll wander on over to the John Deere now. And let's look at what we have planted. Just harvested sorghum, and we have more to harvest. And then we have wheat that doesn't exist. We have some canola up here, which is for sale, because I don't think we can use that. So we'll be selling that. No oats right now, and we have barley going. So let's do over here, we will do some more sorghum. We'll get some sorghum going, and then in the two big fields, we'll probably do wheat. Okay. Now, we're going to find out if I remember how to use these planters and extend this other one. So I think we go back to this one. Yeah, we go like that. And then once we get past that field, I will go ahead and lower both and activate both, or they don't get activated. These ones you just lower, right? So there we go, getting some sorghum in the ground. We'll go a little bit, and then we'll double check that we are doing the same crop type on both of these planters. That's good enough. And yeah, looks like we're good. All right. Time to just cruise along here. Getting that fertilizer down and seed. Get a little bit back there so I can see it better. Try not to run into these trees. What a setup. This is sweet. Probably my favorite setup in the old school style planters here, and having both of them. Be cool to get a third one too. That's big time, having 3. All right, let's get some planting done. Oh, didn't go sharp, or didn't go wide enough on that turn. Ooh, I'm actually surprised we didn't run out of product here. We didn't have to refill. Pretty good little planting session. Should be all done here now. Now, can I bring this in this way? I can, nice, with my joystick. Beautiful, let's raise both of these. We're all set here. And now it's time to sell some things. We'll sell some strawberries, some eggs, and the meat. We'll see how we're doing there. We'll get this put away. I think we'll keep it close to the next field we're gonna plant. So we'll just keep it right here in the grass. It'll be the one to the right that we do next. We'll detach that in case we use it for other things. Well, let's go ahead and get the truck set up with the trailer to load up some strawberries first, and then we'll get the eggs. And then we'll check on the chickens, because I don't think there's any that we want to move yet, but there might be. We're getting close to 100 bushels on this run. That's pretty awesome. Let's see what our total is here. 99.2. Get these sold real quick, and then we'll go get the eggs. Pretty good. I think, like, really the only thing else I want to do in this playthrough is to get enough money to build a nice house. So we'll be pushing hard to get a good amount of money for that And you know my style. We'll probably do that in the finale of year 3. Can we sell here? Hello? The icon just didn't pop up. There we go. Just over $3,000. We're at 20 grand again. We'll go get the eggs next, and then we'll do the meat after that. We'll have to load those on the flatbed. I will use the little red one, I think. That should be fine. We won't have to reconfigure the grain truck. We'll go ahead and get the eggs moved out of here and on to the next thing. I guess we could see. I don't think the meat's going to work in this trailer. We'll try, though. But I'll get the eggs all loaded here next. All right, a little over 8,000 eggs. Gonna head to the supermarket and get these sold. All right, here we are. Be a couple, like 20 grand here, I think. 33 plus 2,700. We're at 56,000. Okay, business is booming. We'll go try the meat with this, but I don't think it's gonna work. You never know. I just don't think it's a product type that is compatible with this trailer. All right, moment of truth here, and I don't think it's gonna work, but we'll try. It is gonna work. I'm not sure exactly what happened with the display there, but we'll go see what happens when we sell these. Okay, 1,000 pieces of chicken, but there should be also the minced meat. There should be 2,000 pieces of that. We might have lost those with the trailer there. We'll see. It should be like 20 grand right here, I think, if not a little bit more. See what happens. 12,000, yeah, we lost some goods there. We will not do that next time. Live and learn. All right, I think that's all we're gonna do in April. We're gonna make it May and, you know, kind of rinse and repeat exactly what we just did. We're gonna start with the harvest. We'll also get Brandon working on some limes for us and then plant something. All righty, let's take a nap. Okay, let's go ahead and grab the John Deere, should be over here, and get the spreader back out. And we'll do this field here with lime. But we're sitting at $66,000 now. We did have some sold animals. We'll check that before the end of the episode to see if there's more to move over to the meat factory, slaughterhouse, the butcher shop, whatever you want to call it. And should be able to generate a course here. It should be just fine. All right, away Brandon goes. Best of luck, bud. And we're gonna get started right on this sorghum harvest. We want to go 8 miles an hour is what I want to do. There we go. All right, so we had 160 or about 180 bushels an acre in the last one. It looks like about the same here. A little bit smaller of a field, I believe. So we'll keep cruising here and get that done. I'll let you know. You know, typically what we do is we'll get around the headland and see when it's full and give you a fun little update then. Looks like we did get the whole headland here pretty much exactly 100%. Look at that. Pretty awesome. All right, let's get the grain cart over. The grain truck over to pick up the gravity wagon. Looks like they're making good progress with lime out there. Good job, Brandon. Look at all of those strawberries. Beautiful. Just sneak up here, get this unloaded. You know, it's kind of sad. Let's look at this here. I've been looking at this information and our yield everywhere. Like we have one area that's green and the rest are just terrible yields. That's soil. That's soil. Oh, where's the yield information? There's the yield information. Everything, yeah, that's what I thought. Everything's yellow here. Just not sure why. I mean, soil type here, yeah, mostly salt. Oh, the clay. That's right. All right, back at it. Second headland here. Keep on cruising. Dropping off the first bit of sorghum here from today's harvest. A little over 600 bushels going into the silo. We're just gonna put it in there today just to be safe. You know, we don't need to drive it over. It'll be quicker this way. The field to our right is all done with lime. I don't know where the tractor ended up finishing. There it is. Good job, Brandon. We'll get that planted with some wheat here after the harvest. Man, we got plenty of product. Yeah, in June we'll harvest the barley, I believe, that is in the southwest field. We won't deal with that today. Trying to get it back to where we have one field per month. All right, let's finish this harvest. Man, fun day here in Old School. And that will conclude the great sorghum harvest of year 3. Another 200 bushels here. We'll get this shut off. I think it'll fit in the gravity wagon. If not, we'll have to unload the rest in the silo in the bin ourselves. Go ahead and get it unloaded here though. Let's check on the chickens, see how much food they have. How are they eating that much? My goodness, okay, we will be refilling them as well. Maybe we don't have enough food. Freaking hungry chickens. There's 2,000 of them, so I mean, it makes sense. It did fill it up all the way. We'll take this straight to the grain cart. That's not a grain cart, Chris. Get your words right. We'll take this straight to the silo, and then we're gonna take it over to the wash bay because it looks disgusting. There we go. Get this last 50 bushels in here, and then we'll get the cart moving around and get some more feed for the chickens. All right, we got it all washed and prepped for the next harvest. We're gonna leave it right there for June. Let's go ahead and run over and get the grain cart and the grain truck and get this all finished. Best comment ever, letting me know about the double pouring here, or unloading. Beautiful. Then we brought 5 loads over here. That should put us over 40,000 liters. 38,000, that's good. Well, we got a little bit of money spent on seed, and away we go to planting here. Cruising a little fast here, because that's how I like to do it. Let's get far enough over so we are using both of the planters, though. And get some wheat in the ground here. Gotta keep these fields flipped. This should do it here. Oh, just a little spot missed to get the rest of the wheat planted there. Got a little weird spots in the map. We're not gonna worry about that. We know we've been having strange issues with this map, so. All set, that's all we're gonna do this episode. Next episode, we will definitely, that's not what I meant to do there. We'll get to weeding these 2 fields and flipping the one directly in front of us. It's June on Old School. We're gonna start off the day by making a little bit of money. We're gonna do strawberries first. You can see I got the ones from last night already loaded up. We're gonna load the rest of them from sleeping, and then we'll sell that, and then we're gonna sell some eggs too. I wanna make some cash here early on. I'm gonna start building towards making money or saving money for our eventual house build. 156 bushels exactly of strawberries going to get sold here this morning. Got some weeds to take care of in a couple fields. We have this field to our left to harvest, and I believe we have another field that we need to get planted here this month, so time to get things underway. But wanted to make some money first, get that bank account looking a little bit nicer. There's another $5,000. Let's go ahead and go get those eggs next. Make us some moolah. Let's get above 100,000 today. When I set this up in here, we should be able to just cruise on in. But it's too wide. It's too... Oh, man. So is such is life. Oh, yeah. Old school problems. We'll get these all loaded up, and then, you know, we'll do the thing. This is going to be a lot of money in eggs, though. I'm excited. We almost filled this thing up. 13,000 eggs. Wow, we're producing 7,000 eggs a month. 7,500 a month, or about, yeah, 6,500 a month. Wow, it's insane. Insane. Chicken Empire is alive. All right, here we are at the grocery store. The S-Mart. Should be a good payday here. Well over $100,000. We just made, wow, over $60,000 on eggs today. I could not imagine if that's how much eggs were worth in real life. Oh, wow. Everyone would be a chicken farmer. Everyone would be farming some chickens. Later today, we'll have to take care of the chickens, make sure they have enough food. They have 15,000 liters left right now. Not sure exactly how many bushels that is. We're gonna go ahead and we'll fill this up, and then we'll get some spraying going. We're gonna drive the Oliver ourselves today, though. I never remember which fill station it is. Feels like it should be this one, but this should be all fertilizer. Okay, here we go. $215 worth of herbicide. Go ahead and start with the big field first. Got both of these fields over here. We got to do the west field and the northwest field. Spray some weeds. Not the sexiest job on the farm, but something we got to do. Might be outgrowing this sprayer. You can see the outline. We got about 2 headlands done, and we're heading back to get refilled here. I don't know. Seems like a lot of extra work to drive back and forth. Maybe I'm just lazy. I think that's well documented. I'm just lazy. Oh, what we could do, now that I see this in front of me, remember what we're supposed to be doing today too. Go ahead and loop over here, get Brandon on the liming, and then we can plant later. We're gonna have to remember what we wanted to plant in here. We'll have to do a little check again. Maybe some barley, 57% capacity. We'll see how far that gets going. All right, let's get this all filled back up and back to spraying. Got Brandon all set with the lime spreading. Open it back up and get back to spraying the weeds. And that's our third load on this field. Couple weeds here that we missed. Get those and continue on. Man, it's taking a lot longer than I thought it would. Big field. One field done. We're gonna go fill up and do the northwest field next. So that's pretty good. Let's take a look at the map just to see how good we did. Not bad, not bad. There's a couple spots we missed, but we'll live with it. Another $400 worth of herbicide and one more field to do before we do that harvest. And all done. Nothing like 30 minutes of weed spraying to start the morning. And here we are with the harvest today. We got some barley to harvest, so I think that does mean we'll probably want to go ahead and flip the other field into barley as well. And I think I am gonna just spread the oh man, the straw out back here and not bale it up this time out of because I don't feel like doing it today, guys. To be honest with you, I don't feel like baling. We're getting 220 bushels an acre right now. Not too bad. Should be plenty to add to our silo for backup food for the chickens. And I think it's been a while since we've done a little harvest time lapse. Let's do that. Well, a good amount of this harvest is done. We're gonna go ahead and unload it here. Let's see what we got left. Not a ton. Not a ton, but we're gonna have to get the gravity wagon over here too, because that's not gonna do it. Got all messed up. We got all messed up. I was trying to be fancy. Here we go. We'll finish filling that up, and then we'll fill up the gravity wagon, the little bit that will go in there. Might not have been as full as I thought we were in the combine. Wow. 6.5 bushels to go in here, but we still got a little bit to harvest, so we'll get going back at that. And we'll wrap this up momentarily. So I've been very tempted to get a second chicken coop. I just don't know if we would be able to feed them. Let's see if we can take a look right now. So barley wise, we have 18,000 in stock, and sorghum we have 52,000. That's a good amount. You can see here we have a little bit of mincemeat and chicken, but not enough to make an actual pallet. So that stuff's just gonna sit there until we get more chickens to take. So almost done with this harvest. We'll finish it up right now. Another 71 bushels. Get this put into the gravity wagon. I don't know why this combine is like, I don't know, it's not running good. That unloaded, and then we'll drop this all off. I believe it's the field right over there is what we're gonna harvest in July. Drop all that off here, and we'll drop what's in the truck over to the chickens. All right, we're gonna lower both of these and get started. This will be fun. Some more barley down. Barley did have a pretty good, oh, we need to do this though. That was almost bad. Barley had a pretty good yield there, so I think doing the more barley fields would be nice, having over 200 bushels an acre, where the canola seemed to be around 100 some. So you can sell canola for a little bit higher cost, but we're feeding it to the chickens, so we're just looking at, you know, weight at this point, so we can get the most amount of feed. You know, I think that might be the wise decision here. Let me know what you prefer for feeding your chickens. Well, I'm not really sure what's going on with the nitrogen on this map. But we got this all planted. We're just gonna deal with it. We might spray it later, but it's just some of the annoyances that we've just kind of had to deal with this map since we used it. Brendan did a great job making it, but we all knew there was issues. We knew there was issues. We're gonna park this right here. And we've gotten all our chores done with for the day. That's exciting. Small harvest to do tomorrow. Let's get to it. Well, early morning rain, that's not good. You know, I thought I stopped reproducing in this chicken coop, but apparently I didn't because I'm worried that it's selling the older chickens. Got 21 month there. I don't know, but they're out of food because they eat too much. They're fatties. So we'll get them some food here. Well, the rain is cleared up. It's time to get this harvest going. Just a little tiny one. Get that little spot there that just happened to be on the path. Who knows how that happened? Oh, can't miss at the beginning of a harvest. What is going on there? And we got it. All right, let's get cruise control enabled. I got a confession to make. I didn't feel like setting up the steering wheel, so we're on keyboard and mouse right now because, yeah, I'm in a weird mood lately. I'm about to take a long vacation and unfortunately, the brain's starting to get in vacation mode already, guys. We got a few episodes to bust out here that I want to get done for you guys before my 2 weeks off, the longest break I've taken since I started this channel. I'm super excited about it. If I remember correctly, we'll be able to do this whole small field without having to unload this, so we could potentially just take this straight over to the chicken coop. We'll have to move the truck, but yeah, let's see about that. Let's see if we get this whole thing done, or if we do have to unload it. Either way, we're right by the chicken feed drop off, so we can just handle that if we need to. 50% around the headland, so maybe this is a little bit more than one harvester or one hopper full here. Go ahead and get that back lowered. Turn around, go straight up this way and back. I think after this, we'll really have an idea if we're gonna fit it all. 85% full. I don't think we're gonna get it all. Yeah, and I decided to set up the steering wheel. I'm doing that while we're harvesting. I'm silly. One of the problems is I need a better mic stand because the steering wheel really pushed me away from the desk and it's a little farther away, so I have to lean in a lot. Well, if you're new to this channel, I overshare. That's part of the charm, I think, personally. All right, that's gonna fill up, so we'll take a turn. Try not to drive over too many crops there. Get the pipe opened up, and we'll get this truck out of the way, because I was gonna load the truck and then unload the truck, but that would have been just silly. How are we doing in here? Oh, lovely. Lovely little bit of eggs there. About $30,000 worth, probably. Yeah, we're making money today. Where's the spot? There it is. All right, now we wait a week. This will get unloaded, and then we'll finish that little tiny bit that's left. Man, super, like, top of mind stuff. I do talk a little bit more about stories and stuff in these Let's Play series than I do in the role-playing ones, and we're gonna get into one here. The FS25, like, who's excited? Let me know in the comments. Are you excited about it? We haven't seen a lot of detail yet. The cinematic trailer, in my opinion, I mean, we'll probably do a live broadcast here before this even airs and talk about this a lot more on the channel. But cinematic trailer was less than rewarding, in my opinion. Cinematics are always beautiful, and they're not what the gameplay is. I'm excited in the next week or so to see some actual gameplay footage. I'm hoping we get to see that from the conference they got going on here, July, I think it's 5th, 6th, and 7th or something like that. That'll be real telling once we get some actual gameplay footage to see how improved are the graphics and what kind of details are added. What does the ground destruction actually mean? Is that something that our tires are going to cause ruts in the ground? Are we going to be able to make those paths like these ones that we have over time just from driving back and forth? I sure hope so. Steering wheel did weird things right there. So we'll see. I want to know. Yeah, let me know who's excited, who thinks it's FS22 with a little couple changes. It sounds like there's a good amount of people online that are speculating that it's a glorified reset / DLC. I'm hoping otherwise. Optimistically, not in my nature, so it's kind of strange for me. But we shall see in the next few weeks, and maybe by the time this goes live, there'll be more information about that. Who knows? So let's get these 20 bushels or so deposited. And we need to start flipping one of the fields. And this field looks like it's gonna be ready here soon. Yeah, debating doing September as well in this episode. We'll see. Or August, not September. I'm debating getting to September. So let's find the John Deere. There it is. We need to get the spreader, which is right there. Probably need to get it refilled and go from there. I've been having a really interesting time trying to figure out the buttons again to open these since it's not N and it's not Z, and that's what I've been using. Let's try some other combos here. Let's see if we can get this open so we can buy some goods for it. N doesn't do anything. Z doesn't do anything. O, I unloads. We know that. So let's get that back loaded in there. And in the help menu, I just don't see anything. I don't see anything. Having this problem before. Right click doesn't show me anything. I know we've opened this. Y doesn't do it. Let's do like Control Z, Shift Z. So we'll just make up a number here. We're gonna say it cost us, I don't know. Lime's not super expensive. Let's just do 3,500, and we're gonna fill this thing up because I can't figure it out. I guess we could have just bought from the store. We'll do that next time instead. We'll buy from the store instead of cheesing like I just did. So this bigger field here, the southwest field, I think we'll do next, and then we could probably spread on both of these. And since that one's so small, it might make sense to have these two fields on the same schedule and get them both planted here in July. All right, let's cruise and get this done. I haven't decided yet if we're gonna do a year 4 of this playthrough with the announcement of the new game and some things that I know I want to do to wrap up Farming Simulator 22, and that'll be some of the brainstorming and you know, excuse the silly term, but soul searching I'll be doing during my 2 weeks off. I'll constantly be thinking about things when I have some free time, and yeah, what I'm gonna do with the channel the rest of the way is definitely top of mind. To get prepped for that crazy winter we're gonna have with all that new content from FS25. So some of these fields we're gonna plant here we may never harvest. So it's hurting the motivation a little bit, but we're gonna keep flipping them just in case we do decide to. You know, you never know. We might do like live streams or something, even if we don't make episodes. So we'll keep going. But I wanted to share that information with you guys. We get a ridiculous amount of comments saying that we shouldn't do that, then you know I like to listen. But let's that being said, let's see what we have planted and go from there to figure out what we want to do in these fields. So the next thing we're going to harvest is some sorghum, and then we do have some canola out there that's going to be ready, and that should be an all profit or an all just selling that crop. But no, that's there, and we also have a lot of wheat in the west field. Southwest is barley. We got barley up there. I say we go with more wheat on these two small fields. I think that's the plan. All right, I think we got that all set up and configured correctly. We'll get closer to the field, and then we will open up the back seeder so that we get the right distance here. Go ahead and do that. Oh, I thought I found a button. Yeah, there we go. There's a button that does it. And we'll get these both lowered and start planting some more wheat. Everything's for the chickens. Got a lot of mouths to feed that we're handling in that coop there. Yeah, these fields aren't ginormous. They're not super big, so we'll get this done. And I think we will do both fields. All done with the first field, heading over to the little one. We'll do wheat as well. Might as well. Might as well. And another field complete. Feels nice. But we just finished up planting, and there's something wrong with this John Deere. I'm gonna take it into the dealership and see if they can take a look at it for us and potentially see if they can fix it. You can see it's pulling to the right a lot. Yeah, pulling to the right a lot. Yeah, let's just get it up there and then we can figure it out. Well, I had them look at it here and they said it's worth it'd be a couple thousand, maybe $5,000 to repair it and get the alignment fixed and do some maintenance for us. But I was looking, they had this awesome tractor for sale that I could make some money off if I sell this one. So let me do that and I'll show you. We'll sell this one for $37,000. And there it is for $31,000, our new tractor. So we made a little bit of a bonus on there. We got the White Farm Equipment Field Boss 2 155 Series 3. Has a little more horsepower than the one we had, and I think that's to our benefit. Let's go ahead and get this home and pick up with the next chores that we have to finish off July. We got to get that home at some point. Well, we just filled this up with herbicide. It cost us almost $600. We got a little bit of weeds to take care of in this field, so we're going to do that next. And then the field to our left will get harvested in August. We'll go ahead and move a little bit forward here, turn this on, cruise around this field, and get the spraying all taken care of. Last thing I want to do in July is get a little more chicken feed over here just to make sure they have enough. They've been busting through it, and then we'll probably also take a look and see if there's any that we can move over to the slaughterhouse. Got to make some money off these chickens. 122,000 right now, and I think, we're tracking pretty good. Give me a good amount of money for my budget for my house rebuild that's going to happen soon. Go ahead and use the sorghum first. Backing it on up here. Almost 200 bushels going into the chicken coop here. There we go. And then I think we can call it a night and move on to August. And there's a decent amount of chickens. We'll come in here and get these ones. Just 3? All right, we'll move into the trailer and then I'll let you know. So we got 70 chickens, so we're gonna take on over. I believe all of them will be accepted. Should be the right ages for our production here. How are they 0% health? I don't understand. They have food. What is going on? Is this mod broken? They've had food the whole time. Eggs are full. Productivity, like what in the world? No increase in health as we skip time. Well, they are producing eggs, but the health seems to be broken. So I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know. I fixed it. We're just gonna deal. So that should have plenty of chicken for it to produce some meat for us overnight. And it's time to take a nap. Well, it's morning. We lost some cash. Why? Why is the animal upkeep so expensive? Why? Let's see if their health improved. It did not. So this mod seems to be broken right now. Food is fine. So it's like, why even feed them? Because they're not going to reproduce now, even though it says they will. I'm so confused. Anyone knows if there's a bug or something that caused that? Let me know. But today we woke up this morning and we started getting ready for our harvest, and the harvester won't start. I have a mechanic coming out to take a look at that for us, to let us know if it's salvageable, what we need to do with the John Deere harvester there. But while we're waiting for that, we're gonna pick up the rest of these strawberries and sell them and pick up all the eggs and get them sold. Another 170 bushels of strawberries to get sold. Got some weeds in the 2 fields to the left. We might have to do that before we figure out what's going on with the harvester as well. And another $5,000 to our name. $117,000 we're sitting at right now. Let's go get all the eggs. Nothing spawned yet with the meat production, so we'll just keep on checking on that periodically. But I'll get these eggs loaded up and we'll see what kind of money we made from our chickens laying eggs. Wow, so many eggs. Hopefully these don't slide out on our way. Let's go ahead and try to close that. There we go. All right, let's head in. 1,600 plus what's in the back of the truck. On to the grocery store. All righty. Will these automatically sell? I always forget. They do. Seems like they are. I think the ones in the back we'll have to push the button for. Nice start there. 16,000 bucks plus almost 80,000 we got right now. We're over $200,000. All right, starting to look like we'll have a decent budget for that rebuild of our farmyard or our house. Yeah, exciting. So the part that they're looking for to fix the harvester seems to be not in stock. It is an old piece of equipment. So we might be SOL and selling that as well today. Oof. Looking into some options that we have, but I'm going to get this spraying done first, and then we're going to head back to the dealership to see if we can get something in our hands so that we can get that harvest done today. Time's wasting. Went ahead and filled up with herbicide. It was another almost $400 in that. But we'll start with the smaller field first and work our way to the southwest field. And shouldn't be much more expense today other than whatever we got to figure out with that new harvester. And away we go. Another job done, all sprayed, 2 fields in 1. And we got some bad news. We're gonna have to go sell the combine. They're not gonna be able to get it fixed anytime soon for us, so we're gonna have to swap that out for a new piece of equipment. I've been eyeing one over there. I'll show you when we get there. And to sell it, 24,000 there and 11,000 there. All right, let's see what they have for us. We got $242,000 to spend. Look at this New Holland. This is ours. Took a lot of our cash, but I think it'll be good. It has a bigger capacity, so we'll be able to put more in each load of the combine without unloading it. And we should have enough length on our auger to be able to drive up next to it nice. And I think the header is a little bit smaller than the one that we were using, but all in all, I think this is a wise purchase for us. We should still have the budget to finish off with a house build, I think. All right, we've made it to our destination. We're gonna try out this new harvester here. We'll go ahead and get that lowered and activated. But we got a good field of sorghum here to harvest. Just cruise around here. 180 bushels per acre. Looking pretty good. Yield is about the same. So we do know this is performing as well as the John Deere was. A couple spots are turning somewhat green compared to the way they were. Maybe we're getting a better yield with this combine. 11% right now. All right, we'll get the headland done and let you know how we're doing. 81% after the headland's done. Not too bad. I don't think we'll get there and back. This might be a mistake. We'll have to back out and allow the grain truck to pull in here, but you never know. We might be able to get that 17% in one pass. So close. We almost made it. We almost made it. We'll loop around this way, open up the auger, and go get that truck. And we're gonna need the gravity wagon, so I went ahead and grabbed that now as well. Heading on over, get unloaded. Hopefully this unloads a lot faster than the John Deere. Moment of truth, momentarily. Will it be faster? Gosh, I hope so. Don't know. Not the same. This is faster. I believe this is faster. Beautiful. And that's all filled up. We'll pull forward. Go ahead and start filling in the gravity wagon. All right, back to harvesting. Loving this New Holland so far. Nice little upgrade here. Trouble happens and we make lemonade. But we got our first 338 bushels in the grain truck and the gravity wagon. We're gonna head on over here, get them unloaded. If we stop in time, we'll have to back up just a hair, get that going, and then we'll switch to the back and hit the wrong button and get that unloaded. And then back to the harvest. I think we're a little over halfway done. Pretty good turnout so far. We might be able to get over 1,000 bushels here, which would be more than ideal. And back to it. Here we go. All finished. Let's go ahead and shut off the header, open up the auger, get this completely unloaded, and we're gonna take this over to the wash bay. We're gonna make sure we do some good maintenance on this. We don't want to happen to this, like, we don't want what happened to the last one to happen to this one. But we got well over that 1,000, almost 1,100 bushels in this harvest. The chickens will be happy, plenty of feed for them. But that is all the time we have for today's episode. I will catch you on the next one in September on Old School. I'm Socks Way Up. Thanks for hanging out. Today we're gonna do something we haven't done in a long time on this series. We are gonna harvest a field that we are just gonna sell for cash. We got some canola here that is ready to harvest. As you can see, we're already starting to do that. We're getting about 110 bushels per acre. So we're gonna get this done first. After that, we need to flip the field to our left. I think we're probably gonna plant maybe some, I don't know, I'm thinking oats or something that we potentially could get quickly in a couple months. I don't know if that'll be ready by December, but we could try that. I know it's one of the quick crops to flip, so we'll get that going. You know, we've already fed the chickens this morning, so they're taken care of. There was a truck that I was interested in buying that I saw at the dealership that's used. So after doing this and selling the canola, we'll probably head down to the dealership and check that out. But it looks like as we've gotten into this harvest, we're up to 121 bushels an acre, which is really nice. And this is the first time harvesting all the way back to the fence on this field. Totally forgot about that. Looking like a little slight red in there. We might not have treated this ground as good as possible. You know, not getting the best yield, still in the yellow. But that's all right. This will be a good cash crop for us just to get a little bit of extra money towards the ranch that we want to build here. And yeah, let's get it done. Today's video is brought to you by G-Portal. Upgrade your multiplayer gaming experience with their reliable servers. Click the link in the description now to start your own FS22 multiplayer server. And we got one headland done, 47% full in the hopper. 114 bushels so far. So we're gonna be able to get around here twice before we have to unload. So I'm guessing, looking at this field, we're gonna be sitting possibly at about 500 bushels, which isn't terrible. I think we're sitting at, or looking at, about $78 a bushel right now for how canola's going at the stores. Might not be a bad day of money. All right, 240 bushels in here, and you can see how far we got in this harvest. I think 500 bushels might be pushing it. And we got the grain truck and the gravity wagon all set up. Get this unloaded so we can continue with this harvest, and I'm hoping we get more than one more full combine full here, but time will tell on that. Not super confident that that's going to happen with what's remaining in this field, but again, all of it's for profit. Should be a good payday. The canola is all unloaded into the grain cart and the gravity wagon. All there is to do now is finish this harvest. Moment of truth. Are we going to fit it all? 2% capacity left. I don't think so. It's going to stop in a little bit here. We'll keep going. One more bushel to fit. So close. So close. There it goes, stopping. I didn't even think we were going to get that full combine there, so that's good. We'll get at least 480 bushels, and then probably, I don't know, like 2 more bushels from what's left. So yeah, just under 500. Not too shabby. Go ahead and get this unloaded. We'll do just enough to finish the harvest, and then let's get this going, and let's just finish it, and then we'll back up and finish unloading and get our grand total at that point. There we go. Just back up right here. Get it all unloaded. And just sit and wait. All right, that's going to be our only harvest in September and October. So we are going to put this away. We'll get it all washed up and do the things to make sure we're maintaining this combine better than we did the last one. But we can go 19 miles an hour, so that's nice. But the next thing on our list today is to go get that canola sold and see how much money we're sitting at. Hopefully we're, I don't know, around $200,000 or so. And 480 bushels and 0.6. We were 0.6 short of being able to fit everything in that combine that time. All right, let's go get this sold. I believe this is the best location to sell right now, so we'll swing around over here. Get the front selected first. And go ahead and get going. And we should get one total here. See what our money goes up to. Not too bad. About $40,000 there. We're at $182,000. And before we head back into town, I do want to swing by the corner over here and see, I think, yeah, you can see it in the distance there. There's a new truck, or a used truck, I should say, but it would be new to us. I wanted to see, I believe it is for sale. It's been parked out here for a couple days now. Let's just pull in right here. Wander on over. Yeah, there's a for sale sign. This Chevy V8 C70. Looks nice. Seems like it's in good condition. Got some off-road tires here. This is nice. I'm going to take a look at the number on this for sale sign and give them a call and see how much they want for this. All right, well, we just purchased this truck. It was $35,000. Not bad. A lot more capacity back here for us, if we can figure out how to open it. And it's open. Uh-oh. Is this mod not going to work? Let's go try it out. Let's head home with this. We'll get the other truck in a second. That cover, maybe it doesn't open up, but it thinks it's open. We'll see. Nice old school truck, huh? All right, let's see. The moment of truth. Come in here. Pull a little farther forward. It doesn't want to. Oh, man. So it says open, close. That's unfortunate, because that's pretty slick. Let me see what our other options are. I think I got the money all sorted out. We might be a little extra cash, but we did get a smaller piece of equipment. Let's see, how much can we fit in here? And we'll go feed the chickens. This is much better. This is like 3.5 trips with the other grain cart. Nice upgrade. We'll cruise around, give it a shot, but I think we can sell the other one. And possibly the gravity wagon as well, because holding 640 bushels in one go is an upgrade compared to both of those combined. I think so, close to. I think we could have held a little bit more in the gravity wagon, but I don't see a way to attach the gravity wagon to this, so we might as well sell it. Here we go, backing up. Oh, there we go. Just didn't have it selected. Very nice. And is there another way to tip it? Doesn't look like it. And oh, one thing I didn't mention is we got rid, a great comment, and I'll try to put it on screen if I remember, but we only have 2,000 chickens now. I got rid of overcrowding, and that's what was causing the health issue. So chickens are happy. There's only 2,000 of them. Plenty of eggs to sell later on. Beautiful. Tip's a little slow, but it's just a tiny little door, so that's acceptable. Just a lot less trips back and forth. I love it. Great suggestion, too. Someone suggested us to upgrade to a better grain cart. Grain truck, I should say. All right, let's get this back home. Get it all parked. We won't need it for a little bit, but it'll come in handy next time we harvest the 2 big wheat fields that we have coming up. And that means we can just cruise around to the store and get these sold. Let's see how we're doing financially after that. All right, let's find that trigger. There it is. We'll go ahead and we'll repair and sell 13,000 bucks. Not bad. This one will repair as well. 8,500. We actually made some money in the process there. And this Ford, it's really sweet, but it doesn't work the way we wanted it to work, so we're gonna sell it. At 6 miles an hour forward is kind of annoying. Because it's a tractor going backwards, I get it. And I don't even remember what this cost us, $2,000, that's not bad. We'll get that back here. And we get to use the field boss for the first time. We're gonna go ahead and get the spreader. We need to get some lime on the ground. Because we gotta flip field, the northwest field. And like I said, I think we're gonna put oats in it. Yeah, that's where the spreader is. Get all hooked up to this. And 69% full. I think we'll be okay with that. Oh, look, the top just opens now. It wasn't working the other day on the other tractor. That's interesting. All right, so the northwest field's the one we want to flip, so we'll go ahead and start getting the lime spread on here. Back out just a bit so we can see what we're doing. And with the variable rate here, we're only putting 1.75 tons per hectare down. So I think what we have in capacity should be enough. And it seems like there's lightning going on in the fog of the lime. Huh. Decided to do both fields since we had the implements out, so we got both of them sprayed with lime now, or spread. We spread the lime, we didn't spray it. Words are hard. So now that that's done, we can hook back up to the seeders, and we want to make sure everything's configured right on there. We possibly might have messed up the fixed variable or the variable rate of fertilizer, and that might be why we're getting those red stripes that we were getting earlier. So we'll give that a look too. Great comments, everyone. Keep them coming. Let's go ahead and get this put away, though. Just try not to jackknife it as it swings around pretty quickly. Reacts to the steering wheel a lot there. That works. And we'll come around and get hooked up to those seeders and take a look at their configuration. And like I said, I do want to do oats and see. I don't think it'll be ready by December, but it might be. Okay. Application rate 0. Interesting. But at oats, let's take a look at that. Activate, yeah, that's fine. And switch to the other one. Yeah, they should be fine. Switch that to oats as well. Yeah, everything looks right. Interesting. All right, let's go get these filled up. And all my buttons are working again. There was something wrong with my system, I think. Because all these things are opening like they're supposed to, and they were not a couple episodes ago. So we'll buy some seed and fertilizer and get to planting. Got the seed purchased. Now we'll cruise over here, see if we can get close enough to get this fertilizer. There's one. Switch to the back, and we're filled up. So we'll get those closed now. So if I hit Control V, They should both lower, and we should be ready to just start planting. There we go. Oats and oats should be going in the ground. I don't feel like that's out all the way. It says it is, though. Oh, what a terrible start. We'll have to come back and get that later. But I feel like the back cedar is not out far enough. But it won't move any farther. We should be good to cruise now. It took I struggled getting by the trees there, because let's be honest, I'm not the best with this double planter setup or cedar setup. I struggle a little bit around the trees. But it's nice getting oats in the ground, one of the last fields that we'll be planting in this playthrough. $187,000. We got a bunch of eggs to sell yet, and some strawberries. Hoping for around 300,000 when December comes. Everything seems to be performing correctly now. We're not getting those dashes, all the buttons to open and close things are working. I don't know how I fixed it, but maybe it was the computer restart I've done recently. Didn't reset anything controller-wise, so I'm a little perplexed and confused. But all done planting the oats, and I think it's probably be ready in January or February, but I want to prepare as if we are doing year 4, just in case we stream this. You never know. I want to keep it going as if we are going to keep going, and I don't want to just stop doing it because the series ends. So, did I raise those? Yes, I did. Okay, so we get this little spot that we missed, but we're done with the oats. The clock's a little off because I forgot to start it, but that's going to be all the time for September. We're going to take a little nap here, a little nappy nap, and get to October after our sleep. Oh my goodness, after feeding the chickens that much, we slept and only have 2,000 left. Okay, let's get the new grain truck back out, fill it up with more feed, and get the chickens fed. Boy, these are some hungry chickens. Biomass eating plant, I didn't even know we had that on this map. And now the question is, how much feed do we have? Do we have enough before the next harvest? And this is gonna be it, 600 or 700 bushels here. And let's look at the map. I think we underestimated how much these dang chickens eat. Yeah, we're still, December is not until our next harvest. Gosh, we're gonna run out of feed. How did that happen? 2,000 chickens? It must still have more than 2,000. That's all I could think of. Let's go see if we fix the overcrowding or not. And while we get that going, let's go ahead and take a look. Yeah, still 2,000. I just don't understand. Oh my. Oh, that's some moolah. They just eat so much. We might as well head back and get the rest of the sorghum and bring it over here because we have the capacity for it to be in the chicken coop, but a little concerned. And we'll double check. I don't think we have any wheat or barley left, but we can double check that as well. We don't. Just 130 bushels here, and we'll get those moved over. Then it's time to plant. I did do the calculation, and I don't think it's going to be till February that the oats are going to be ready. So this field that we're going to plant today, it's never going to get harvested, but we're going to do the work because I might eventually share the save file. I still got to check with Brendan if he's okay with that. I have to check with Brendan. I said his name wrong there. Sorry, Brendan. But that might be in the way, but it can stay there for now. So dark today. And for the sake of the chickens, we will switch the seed type on the planters. We'll do sorghum. All right, let's get out to this field and get another field planted. Just feel like I'm forgetting something in this playthrough as I'm driving, trying to get my angle right so I can drive correctly. There we go. Just feel like we're forgetting something. This should be a pretty quick field to get done, though. And the field boss isn't as powerful as the old John Deere, but it gets the job done. Let's get this field planted, and then we got some weeds to spray in the field to the left. You know, one of the things that I've wanted to mention for a while is the chickens just ran out of space for eggs, is all of the mods. We have a good list available to people on the Discord, so all the questions we get for that, the Discord link's in there. I've added a little into the description to say, looking for the mods, join the Discord. And we have a dedicated channel in the Discord that has a link to a Google Doc that I've created. That's pretty close to being up to date. For this series it is, for the New Land series it's up to date. As we start some new series on the channel, I'll have to add to it. But yeah, that's where it is. Instead of adding them to the description, I wanted to do it that way to get people involved in the Discord and hopefully just build the community a little bit better that way. We got close to 2,000 members right now in the Discord and a decent amount of people that are pretty active in chat, and a decent way to find some people to play Farming Simulator with. But we're all done with that planting. I'm gonna bring it over here. I don't know if we're gonna plant any more fields, but we're gonna just park in the big concrete slab over here and jump over to the Oliver to get some weeds sprayed. How we doing capacity here? Yeah, we'll have to fill that up, spend a little bit more cash, but selling all the eggs and the strawberries, we should be well above $200,000 when we end today's episode. And it should be the field called Northwest that we want to get sprayed here. And it feels like we were just doing this. Here we go. And away we go. We'll get this all sprayed and then we'll sell some eggs and see how we're doing financially. And done with spraying. We're done with weeds. We're done with weeds. Super exciting there. All that's left to do today is sell some goods. Not a lot to do on the farm in October. All right, so we got 4 full pallets and 2 half pallets in the back of the truck, and then 16,000 pieces in the trailer. This should be a pretty good payday. Pretty good payday. And as always, we'll go to the S-Mart and get these sold. Here we are. Let's see if we can make this turn for once without hitting the wall when we leave. I'm hoping for 20,000 with what's in the back of the truck. I don't think we'll get that much, but I can hope. Well, we did. We got almost 30,000. All right, and then we switch back here, sell all these eggs. Push us over 300. Do it. So close, 282,000. We won't quite get there with the strawberries, but by December, we'll definitely have $300,000 to our disposal for our ranch build. Let's go get them strawberries loaded up. 184.5 bushels of strawberries to get sold. It's gonna put us close. And here we are. 6,000, so we're at $288,000 heading into November and December. Welcome to December in Old School. We have a good amount of things to do today. We need to get some wheat going so that we can feed the chickens. We've ran out of chicken feed. We've lost pretty much a month of production on chicken eggs because of a lack of feed. So somehow we lost our way and we didn't generate enough feed, which I was kind of upset with. And as we see this field's yield's looking bad, I imagine the field needs plowed. And maybe we messed up with the fertilizer. It was fertilizer, I think, on here. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's just good. It's not great. So this was one of the fields where we're having the stripes, I believe. So we're sitting at $298,000 after selling some chickens over sleeping. Gave us a little bit more cash. So what we're gonna do is bust out this harvest. We have another harvest to do as well. We're not gonna replant this field, but after the 2 harvests, we're gonna get right into that ranch build. And there's a headland done. Go ahead and open that up. We'll get our new grain cart set up, moving out there, and I hope we can sneak by without damaging too many crops. We'll see. We'll go this way so we don't drive in any of the fields that haven't been harvested yet. Let's see about sneaking next to this. We haven't used this yet for a harvest. This is exciting. There we go. Fits perfect. And back to the harvest. Gonna get a lot of wheat for these chickens. We need it. We're just gonna back up the whole way to unload. I thought that would be fun. We can just stay on the edge of the field here where it hasn't been cut yet. And we should line up perfect. Look at that. So we'll get just about 2.5 to a little more than 2 loads here, and then we have to unload it. Not bad. I like this setup. And I think what we'll do here is finish this back end of the field, this little cutouts, and that'll allow us just to do, whoops, way too fast, some ups and downs to finish the harvest. So what we'll do is we'll go right about to here, and then we'll back out. Cut across. And that should be decent. We'll have a couple... Whoops, I keep going too fast. Let's get the speed override shut off for now. Loop around this way. And we should, at worst case, we'll come back and get it. The rest of that little strip that we may miss just a hair. Yeah, just a little bit. But we'll get everything back here so we don't have to drive in this direction anymore and make the rest of the harvest much easier. And this little area that we missed, we'll go ahead and grab, and then we'll start going up and down the field. Should work. Should work nicely. There we go. Oh, missed a little bit. We'll clean that up later. But I think if I just go straight across, stay at about 209 degrees here as my angle I'm driving, should cut this somewhat straight, but I don't know what the angle is on the other side, so maybe we will just keep riding the edge of the field here. We'll get it done. Oh, we're gonna have to sneak around the truck. I forgot it was here with the eggs already loaded on it. We do have a little bit of lag going on. Something happened with a recent update of the game, and I'm sure some people are struggling getting their game to work. I've heard a lot about it through our little community here. So I'm trying to edit out any of the huge lag spikes we're getting. I'm getting lag spikes, so I'm not even on a multiplayer server. On a gameplay or a playthrough that's never had any performance issues other than the mods I selected. And why is this only going 3 when it says it can go 9 backwards? That's slowing down progress. Oh, the time should be running. What a doofus. Okay, so we get this going, get the chickens back to being healthy. Maybe they'll produce a little more eggs before it's time to sell. That's all unloaded. Let's head on back to the harvest and finish up. Get it finished unloading, and then we can continue on with the wheat harvest. First of 2 fields today. Went ahead and drove over to the next field to harvest. We got this one all done. We're gonna empty out the combine, and then we're gonna get going on what I believe is barley in this other field. Hopefully it all fits. It'll be close. All right, taking this to the coop as well. Sorry, crops. Time to get going with this harvest. We got that all taken care of at the chicken coop. And it is barley. And we're getting 180. Oh, it's climbing. It's climbing big time. Get up to 200 per bushel. We're going too fast here. 196. Yeah, and the yield's just getting worse. I'm ready to be off this map. Gotta be honest with you guys. I'm ready to build that farm. Or I should say ranch. We have a farm already. And 93% around the headland. We're just gonna back right up and unload this right now. 95%. Should make for a pretty quick harvest here, and a pretty good one. So at this point, I feel like we have enough crops put aside and ready to grow that all this barley is getting sold today. We need extra money for this farm, this ranch build. We need the extra cash. All right, it's time to go make some money today. Would you know, the best place to sell it is the closest place. Let's drop this off and see how much money we get from our barley. Man, we need to get the brakes checked on this thing. $27,000, we're at 325. Let's keep going with this harvest. Heading out to sell our second load of barley here. Pretty good harvest, that's a pretty large field. Should be good return on our investment. And yeah, these brakes are terrible. Too much weight, maybe it's too much weight. Other $27,000, 353. Nice, we got a lot of eggs to sell too. It's gonna be good. I think this will be the last load here. See what we got left to harvest, not a lot. Let's get it done. The last little bit of a harvest that we're gonna do on Old School is complete. We're gonna leave that little bit there because we can. Yeah, the inconsistent yield matches the inconsistent fertilizer that we had, so that's all good. But we'll get these almost 100 bushels into the grain truck, and be done with the harvest. I'm liking where our money's sitting. I'm gonna save this for the chickens. We'll drop this off here. We should be like 40,000 liters in here. Be good for a couple months. Though we do have another harvest in January if we were still going on with this playthrough for chicken feed. So the chickens are all taken care of. Just would advise whoever takes over this farm to always have things planted. Feed chickens. Don't need a lot of feed, maybe even more fields for the amount of chickens that we have. Pretty crazy. Heading into town to sell some eggs, and then we'll sell some strawberries. And then it's time to build this ranch. Here we are at the S-Mart. We're at 401. Nice. 184 and a half bushels of strawberries. The last thing we're gonna sell today. And about $6,000 for that. $407,000 to build our ranch. It's way more than I thought we'd get. Way more. Built a pretty successful farm here, I believe. Nice stopping. Nice stopping. All right, here we go. So I wanted to go with something a little different than I normally do. So I wanted to do a little more, well, it's old school. So we went a little simple with this build and lined the whole area with some trees for privacy. And kind of walk up this path here. Leads to the new house. You know, you got all the chicken stuff over there, but we have the chicken stuff. We have the chicken coop and the slaughterhouse over there, but a house here. And a nice garage. And unfortunately, I didn't do a house we can go into, but kind of nice little backyard here for the kids to play in the playground. Let's clean that up. Oops, we'll go to landscaping, painting, and we'll just throw, let's make it big so we can get it. That, and then we can clean it up a little bit. Actually, that doesn't look too bad. Yeah, that looks good. There's our puppy. There's our puppy. Yeah, nice little playground. We got some benches out here. In the shed, we can park some vehicles here. I'm not sure who's gonna walk through that door, but it's there. Pretty sweet. And then over here, we threw a little bit of decorations just to make it look like it's been lived in, and a fancy new doghouse. But let's jump in the sky. I think it's pretty sweet. Nice little, oops, didn't mean to do that. Little living quarters. Got to drive through the farmyard to get access to the house. I've had fun with old school. I really have enjoyed it. We had some challenges throughout the way, some mods that were really causing us to struggle, but it's complete. I'm happy with it. I'm Socksway Up. I'll catch you on the next series.